Okay, today's break time app is an app called Splice. People always ask me about video editing apps. There are quite a few out there. Some that are paid, some that are free. For example, iMovie is probably one of the most popular, which is actually an app from Apple itself. It costs $2.99. It does give you some fantastic features. But if you're looking for a nice, simple video editor that is a free app but gives you some nice features, then I would always choose Splice. One thing to be aware of with Splice is that when you search for it, it's actually an iPhone, an iPod app. It's not built for the iPad screen. This doesn't really matter because you can still use it. In the bottom right-hand corner of your iPad screen, when you open one of these apps, is a little icon that says 2 times. If I tap on that, what it does is it double pixelates the app. So the app's still running exactly the same as it would be, but it's just twice as big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the plus in the top corner to add a new project. And what we're going to do is we're just going to call this, let's have a look at maybe, for example, Henry the 8th. Okay, then I select done. Now what it does, it takes me to the settings for my project. And again, these are really, really quick and easy to set up. You get an option whether it's going to be high definition or standard definition. This is really good to bear in mind depending how large you want the movie file to actually be at the end. Obviously high definition will end up being a bigger file size. I'm going to choose standard definition. I get an option for a border. So again, you have options for this, which are really actually nice little features in here. So I could choose, for example, sketch, to have a sketch border around my movie. And then you can choose orientation, but also a default transition. So how is one image going to blend into the next, one video move into the next? And you can just choose a default transition here and it will put it in automatically for you. When I'm happy, I just select done and then choose done again. Now what it does, it takes me to my editing screen, if you like. This is where I'm going to start to build my movie together. And it gives me 3 options: video and photo, transitions and titles. So these are the elements you can now add to your movie. If I choose video and photo, I can actually again then access my camera roll, scroll right to the bottom, and I can now access all of the content in my camera roll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select just some images here that I've captured of Henry VIII and his 6 wives. I'm just going to select done. It asks me if I would like to use the default transition. I'm going to just say yes. And what it does is it takes all of those images and puts it into a timeline with a transition between each. So what I now essentially have is the beginning of a movie. When I tap on any of these elements, a transition or an image, or even a video, because you can put video into this as well, it gives you 3 icons. The pluses at either side allow you to add a new element. So I could add, for example, a title for my movie. So I'm going to tap in there, and this could be my Henry, let's put 8th in there, be lazy with it. Select done. So I've now got the beginning of a movie. If you choose the pencil icon in the middle, this gives you some editing tools. So you get the option to crop an image. This will copy it. FX allows you to add different filters to it. Now remember, this is a free application, but these are some really nice features you can add to, again, what is a free app. If you're using video, you can actually add a slow motion effect to your video clips. So again, it's a really nice tool that's available in Splice. The last thing I'm going to look at is up the top here where it says video and audio. If I select audio, it changes the screen. So now I can actually add a variety of audio tracks to it. It gives you 3. I like to think of these as soundtrack, sound effects, and voiceover. Now it's literally a case of, for a soundtrack, pressing the plus, and then you get a choice between Splice library and the library of music that's on your actual device. If we take a look at Splice library and choose soundtracks, again, this is a free app, so you don't get a lot of choice. So I'm just going to select Swashbuckler, and then select Done. Now when I'm happy with this, and I think I've finished. I'm just going to preview it to see how it will look. So when I choose play, so now you can see my movie timeline. Another thing to bear in mind, this is a free app, so you will get adverts coming up. You get this a lot in free apps, so it's just something to bear in mind. The difference between the paid version and the free version is you will get some adverts within it. Now, if I'm happy with my movie, if I choose export, it gives me some options on size. So for example, if I was to go for low, it renders my project and saves it to my camera roll. So if I now go back out and go into my Photos application, scroll right to the bottom, there is my Splice movie. So that's Splice, a really nice free video editor built for the iPhone, but you can run it on the iPad.